And welcome back to Summerfell Restorations, the place where a complete amateur takes on a Volkswagen bus and a Volkswagen Beetle and sees what he can come up with using some sticky back plastic, some spray paint and some glue. That last bit was a lie. I've got myself a new welder, got myself a new compressor, got myself a whole bunch of new goodies to see what we can do. Daisy is not being done by me, that's being done by third parties elsewhere, but this little beast is going to be my project, and hopefully within 6 weeks, the 12th to the 14th of September 2014, we're going to be in Holland in this. If not, we'll be in the Passat, but that's my aim anyway. So here we go, on with the show. Yesterday I started by taking the front wings off. Today I'm going to take the back wings off, just so that I can make space and see what rust and what shit I need to get into before the spray and everything like that. And also a little chance hopefully to start using my welder, but without any sheet metal or anything like that I can't fabricate nothing, so I might actually just have to cut up a wing. So the thing I'm going to start by doing is by taking off the light cluster first, and then undoing the bolts into the steel. I'm doing this because I don't want to start ripping wires out and forgetting bits, so I'm going to do this now. Now it's a posi drive fitment, so we're going to use a posi drive screwdriver. In some instances there may be different, the PZ3 down to your PZ1s. Just make sure before undoing any real serious bolts or serious nuts that you've got the right screwdriver for the job, otherwise you'll burr your edges and you'll fuck up the screws and you can't do anything else with it. That's from personal experience. There's about 1, 2, 3, there's a shitload of screws and bolts under here that need to be adjusted. It tends to be a 13mm spanner, so we're going to use 13mm, and hopefully we're going to have enough space left over to swing a cat. We're 2 bolts away from it now, so I won't be long. I'm not going to take it off all the way, because I don't want it all to come out. I just want it finger tight so that I can undo it by finger afterwards. There's always one bolt. Okay, so now we're finger tight, let's get this wing off. As you can see, we can now see better to get these 4 little bolts off. There we go. Okay, so that was one side of the wing. I'm not going to bore you with filming on the other side. It's just repeating the process, and this saves me a bit of battery. But the next wing should be a lot easier, as it's only going to be 1 or 2 bolts. On this side it's 5, 6 or 7, maybe even more. 13mm spanner, and yeah, 8mm spanner for the light fittings. Alright, so we've got all 4 wings off now. I've got my wire brush. I'm going to go round and have a quick brush down to see my problem areas. Here goes. You open yourselves up for a whole pot of trouble when you do this. Now I've discovered quite a nasty bit, so I'm going to have to do a lot of work on that, but here we go, I'm going to show you what we're doing. as you can see here, I've got the front bonnet of the Beetle. It did have a large sticker all around here, but that's gone, and it left these sort of like imprints. So what I've been doing is taking my spray filler, layering a layer, letting it dry, layering another couple of layers and letting that dry, just so I fill in the hole, as you can see possibly just here. And that is lovely and smooth. So I've let that go off, and I've taken my 150 sandpaper just to take it off. It's a smoother one than my 60 here, but it's not a finishing one. This is just a smoothing. So I'm just going to continue to make circular motions. Reveal my high spots and reveal my low spots. This bonnet isn't perfect to begin with, but I'm going to do my very best. It's a project, I'm new to this, so we'll just see how we go. Anybody else out there in the same boat as me will know that they have no knowledge of what they're doing either. We have rough ideas from YouTube videos, so here we go. This is, let's carry on. When I first tried this with Daisy, I was so scared because it was my pride and joy. But you feel a certain sense of satisfaction after rubbing down a bit of sheet metal and making it all look good again. And that's what you've got to keep in the back of your head. You're doing it to make it look better. That's the hope, at least. Now, just here is quite a rounded bit. As I've got a baby upstairs, I can't really start banging and crashing, so that will have to be wait for next time. And we'll get a dolly out from underneath and we'll start pounding it against it. Try and get some of the shape back into it. There may be people out there on YouTube that are saying that I'm getting too deep to the metal, but I want it a good job. I've got some primer. I will prime it up again afterwards and it will look fantastic. Just a tip, remember to tap off your sanding paper every now and again, otherwise it gets clogged up in dust and is just not effective. Now we've still got a bit of pitting around here, so I think I'm going to take the more aggressive stance, flop off my paper again, and then using circular motions, just take it back until you can't see any more pitting. This is quite a timely process and probably made longer by the fact that I'm stopping and talking. But this could take anything up to 10 minutes. Sorry, this could take from 10 minutes up to a couple of hours. You could be here all night. So make sure you've got yourself some supplies, some beer, some cigarettes, some fresh air, and just go at it, you know. Unless, of course, like me, you've got a baby upstairs and then you need to sort of keep one ear open and one hand free to help your missus. they're slowly starting to come out. Well, as you can see, this is a lengthy process. I'm probably not going to be finished here for another hour or so, so I'm just going to finish up. Whatever you're doing, have a nice time doing it, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Summerfell Restorations. Take care. Peace.